Hello, stranger, I'm begging. Put your finger in my Elden Ring. The Scoundrel M is streaming live on Twitch for your second screen. If you're looking for something to watch with your eyes, come watch The Scoundrel. You might be surprised. He's the best shittiest streamer you'll ever find. Yeah. No, don't.
Hello, stranger, I'm begging. Put your finger in my Elden Ring. The Scoundrel M is streaming live on Twitch for your second screen. If you're looking for weird, if you're looking for strange, watch him playing video games. Elden Ring.
Hello, stranger, I'm begging. Put your finger in my Elden Ring. The Scoundrel is streaming live on Twitch for your second screen.
Once upon a time, I saw a man snort a line. In fact, it was two at a time, followed by liquor, salt, and lime. At first he seemed fine. Then he started putting ice cubes up his bum.
Once upon a time, I saw a man snort a line. Woo! In fact, it was two at a time, double-barreled, followed by liquor, salt, and lime. At first he seemed fine. Then he started putting ice cubes up his bum.
Once upon a time, I saw a man snort a line. In fact, it was two at a time, double-barreled, followed by liquor, salt, and lime. At first he seemed fine. Then he started putting ice cubes up his bum.
Once upon a time, I saw a man snort a line. In fact, it was two at a time, double barrel, followed by liquor, salt, and lime. At first he seemed fine, then he started putting ice cubes up his bum.
Once upon a time,
Long ago,
I saw a man snort a line. In fact, it was two at a time,
double-barreled,
followed by liquor, salt, and lime. At first, he seemed fine. Then he started putting ice cubes up his bum.
Once upon a time, long ago,
fact, it was two at a time, followed by liquor, salt, and lime. At first he seemed fine, then he started putting ice cubes up his bum. Whoa, ho, ho.
No, no, no.
That isn't where they go. Whoa, no, no.
No, go.
That isn't where they go.
No, 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 no.
It's not very nice to have a bomb full of ice. Honk, honk, honk.
Yeah.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Make my nuts go clonk, clonk, clonk. Goddamn, honk my bunker all night long. Please do. We'll flap my conkers in time to this song.
Well, there you go. Honk my bonker indeed. Shall we continue with the fortressing? I think so. Let me just click over here. Do that. There we go. And we are precisely where I left off last time, with the slight change that I've got the sound muted. So let's fix that. Ah, there we go. Ah, the lovely sounds of guitar. Bow, wow, wow. What a delight. So, where were we? Oh, yes, I was trying to get ChatGPT to transcribe all the descriptions so I can make the process of portraitizing easier. Should be good, wouldn't it? Be nice. I like it. Let us take a peek at the fortress and see what was going on at the end of the last session. I'll zoom out a little. So, initial floor. Area 1, shall we say. The embarkation zone. Let's take a look what we've got. We've got our nice tunnel coming in. Trade depot. What will be a storeroom is currently a workshop. Got a farm. Got a nice dormitory here. A miners' guild acting as the entryway to the mines, which I think makes sense. And then if we go up, I remember we did an area dug out specifically for being the graveyard. And then if we go down, we will see that I've made this bit up here. Pointing with fingers is no good, scoundrel. Mouse pointing, there we go. This is going to be down into the mines. And then this over here is into the fortress itself, where we're digging out a bedroom floor, some offices around here, and a nice dining hall, where we will also probably have kitchens and whatnot, food storage. Oh yeah, I made a big food stockpile here. That's important. What else did I do? Oh yes, I ordered up some furniture for the guild hall so that we could have a display case to show the lovely bangle that someone made. Not just a bangle, an artifact bangle. And we've got them making easy meals, which maybe I should be a little bit more adventurous with. Maybe I should ask them for medium-sized difficulty. Medium-sized difficulty? Imagine you had to order meals by difficulty rather than size in restaurants. If you go to a McDonald's or something, which I hesitate to call a restaurant, but you turn up and say, I would like a difficult fries, please. And then the person has to make them blindfolded or something. Or upside down, they have to hang in front of the fryer. I don't know, it seems unnecessarily problem. Unnecessarily problem. That's my middle names. Okay, where are we going? I'm going to pause for a second, because much as they're digging stuff out and making progress, and everybody's either highly neutral or smiling, I think we should take a moment to figure out what's what. What's our immediate game plan? Our strategy? Our playbook? So number one... Oh, they're getting the statues in here. Actually, let me just check the value of this. Oh, it's nearly there. It's very nearly there. We've just got to get it a little bit more valuable, and ba-boom. We'll have a lovely miners' guild hall that everyone will agree is functioning and worthy. Good. I like functioning worthy guild halls. They're better than non-functional, unworthy guild halls, for sure. Okay. What is the big project? Well, I'd like to get everything walled and floored, as we have had before in fortresses, but being stuck with just stone might make that a little limiting. I'm already not really digging the andesite walls, but still, dig that out. Urgently, thank you. Do you want to dig out more? I should probably put some floor in, shouldn't I? Let's construct a floor that goes down to there. What's that? 16 things. That shouldn't be too difficult. Let's see what we've got most of. Andesite, of course, but what if I type in blocks? Ah, okay. We have enough malachite blocks and just enough andesite blocks. I'm going to come back. I'm going to let the number of blocks accrue. Accumulate. Congeal? No, that's wrong. That suggests gelatinous blocks. And I don't think any of the blocks in this are supposed to have been gelatinous for quite some time. Not since deep geological heating was a thing. Okay, where are we? Think, scoundrel. You've got something. There must be some little interjection you can make to keep this ticking along in a positive direction. I really think it's just waiting, you know? Letting them get on with it. What is this? A hide root. I think that's actually for red dye. We might be able to make dyed red clothes. That's quite exciting, I think. I mean, normally dyeing, as in with a Y, obviously, is a kind of a later game thing. And ideally, dyeing with an I is an even later stage thing. Latest stage possible, please. There we go. Let me just be cheeky, and we'll quantum stockpile a lot of this fruit and roots. Rooty fruits, fruity roots, lots and lots of fruits and roots. What's this? Someone eating a plump helmet on a table. Well, why not? Why wait? Why do it on a dirty floor? Okay, we've actually got floors in 2 of these bedrooms now, so I can add a little bit of bedding. There's a bed. There's a bed. And we'll ignore the rest for now. Although we're not going to ignore it totally, because I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to magically auto-dump it upstairs. Some mornings I wish I could auto-dump. Look at them all sleeping in their beds.
You hear movement in the undergrowth to your left. Against your better judgment, you turn your head to get a better look. In a moment, Specs Marina is upon you. I'm pushed aside in a desperate attempt to escape and drive off your attacker. You open up your ass and shit your pants. The smell causes him to recoil for just a moment. Your last thought spirals into the ether, not like this.
Hello, Specs Marina, gold medal, congratulations, well done. And quite loud, I do need to tweak the volume on that one. And Righteous, hello, well done. No, actually, one of them's off school not well. But there you go. I thought it's been a while, so I thought I'd better get back on it. And I think the shutdown and restart technique for reclaiming the lost frame rate seems effective. So we're going to roll with it for now. Oh, what's this? A cage. Oh, a cat has adopted a miner. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see what we can put on here. I'm going to assign the Reigns of Bewilderment. So far, our only artifact. But at 3,000 question mark credits, it is probably going to be pretty good for making this a guild hall. That's my guess. Okay, we do have a lot of food to be gathered up, and if I'm correct... Yeah, we can't auto-gather it very easily, so we're waiting for all these plums, walnuts, and pears. If only we could have a third crop that is sort of symbolic of testicles. Plums and walnuts, both very much used often as references for nuts, shall we say. But not so much pears. Very much more residing linguistically in the tit space. The merchants are leaving, that's fine. We already traded with them. That's nothing to worry about. Prepared sheep lung. We're getting a lot of lungs in with the plums. This might not be ideal. Well, you know, eat the best you can. Funny you say, as I'm eating oats with walnuts. Okay, well, there you go. Oats also very much in the sphere of sexual reference. Oh my goodness, where am I going here? What's happening? I've lost my mind. Hello, Elena Wu. Welcome to the stream again. Thanks for joining us. Nobody's ever prepared for testicles. You can't prepare yourself. Once they swing into view, everything changes. Or, you know, it may be not view, just semantic reference. Once they reach your prompt wall window, they go beyond the prompt horizon. That's it. Okay, right, well, here we go. This, the general plan for this fortress. See, I've abandoned numbering the Cryptbeards fortresses. So the format here is, I play to a fortress, I always call the fortress Cryptbeards, and we are... I abandoned it after we got to 30, because then the chance of coming up for the next fun, like, amusing number to come up would be ages. So I didn't bother carrying on. Triple X. Cryptbeards Triple X was the end of numbering, and now we just do what we want. But this particular fortress, I'm thinking of kind of trying to make it a very luxurious place. My intent, we've embarked with 30 dwarves. I think I have the migration set, so we can't get anyone migrating in once we're at 30 as a threshold, but we can have kids. So we're hoping to make this a succession fort. No, that's the wrong word, a generation fort. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I had to mute to test out the clip. I have downloaded it now. I have it on my hard drive. Beautiful. Finally, the quest is over. We do need to get more of this food down here, but I've noticed we're actually putting pits in here. That's not good. We do not want the pits of, or tree seeds indeed, because they are worthless to me. Pure bullshit. So let's get this trash pile. Here we go. Custom. What else are we getting in here? Well, it's interesting that you should ask, because we're going to put all the pits. We're going to put apple tree seeds. We're going to put pear seeds, which you will definitely need to be putting in there. Actually, you know what? We've got what? Walnuts, we've got plums, and we've got pears. So we don't really need to go through this whole list and put everything in, do we? That's fine. As long as we've got the plum pits, the pear seeds, and the walnuts don't generate any waste, interestingly. Because they do have, in the real world, big old shells. Interesting. Anyway, the merchants have gone. The Guildhall agreement has been satisfied. Nice. And brewing drink from fruit is commencing. They've put that on the andesite pedestal. That's what would have fulfilled the request. Very good. And now what we want to do is pause and think, because currently they're engaged in a big old food rush. They're taking all the food down. Oh, I do need to remove the pits and the whatnot from here, don't I? Food, custom, seeds. No pits, please. Oh, I said no seeds. I said no seeds. And yet, pear seeds. Well, fuck me sideways. Let's put some plums and some seeds there and see what happens. Pear seeds and plums. Plum wine barrel, apricot wine barrel. Oh, we're going to need apricot pits as well being taken away. But that is fine. Don't worry about that. There's some lovely apricots. Bit of whipvine. Some walnuts biscuits. Nice. All the prepared meals are going in here as well. Oh, actually, this is just to get everything indoors, isn't it? That was my real concern here. So let's just quantum stockpile up these bad boys. Okay, that'll do. And then they can bring more stuff down and everything will be tickety-boo. Tickety-boo. I can't imagine what one fart would do in the sleeping hall. Probably mass exodus. But it depends on the acoustics, right? Depends on the acoustics, because the warning will travel further than the actual danger. That's my experience with flatulence, especially in an acoustically resonant chamber. If you're standing in a nice echoic room, a little toot can ring out many, many meters. Like, people who will never even get a slight whiff of the product will definitely hear the fanfare. Exactly. This room, though, imagine that. You can imagine a little dwarf in the middle just bracing himself after a bowl of beans and letting out a toot that announces itself to the entire population. All 30 dwarves having their little eardrums rumbled by someone's bumble. Bumble. Makes me think of like a furry ass with wings. Anyway, where were we? How is our friend Deep Fried Chicken getting on? Well, JD, if you'll allow me to be so familiar, let's take a little peek and see if Crispy Chicken is still on the happy seat. On the happy seat? The happy step? I don't know. Crispy Fried Chicken, here he is. I said it so fast that I fuzzed. He's ecstatic. He's among the happiest 4 dwarves in the fortress. The quality of the chicken here must be supreme. Superlative. Let's go up to the surface again and cheekily dump all of this cheaty stone in a cheaty stack. Very good. It's not so much the chicken, generally speaking. Generally speaking, they tend to be less chuffed about crispiness. Everyone else, though, oh my god. Oh my goodness. Crisp is the ultimate form of all poultry. Or is it? Who knows? I don't know. I've never had KFD, Kentucky Fried Duck. KFO, Kentucky Fried Ostrich, or for the truly elite amongst us, KFE, Kentucky Fried Eagle. This fortress seems to have done quite well. I think we're in a nice spot. It's relatively calm. 2 people have just got sad, which will earn them the 2 new bedrooms. Hooray, hooray, you got a bedroom today. Do, 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 boo. There we go, 2 bedrooms, done. And now, I'm going to pause. Pause, excuse me. We're not assigning to the holder of a role. No role holder for you. We're going to find the saddest dwarf in the city. We built this city on mental health care. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oblel Kemoshid, the miner, is currently sad. So Ablel and Lor Sar Veshilush. Okay, here we go. Oblel and Lor. Let's get them in. Where's my bedrooms? Press escape. There we go. So who's getting this bed? Who is going to be assigned to this chambre du slumber? That's a very poor... chambre du slumber. No. Disgusting. Shit, I forgot their fucking names from just a stupid joke. It was Laura, this guy. Oh, they've got the sad markings next to them. Brilliant. So you and this bedroom can be assigned to our other saddest denizen, Arblo. There you go. You two cheer up a little bit. You've got beds now in your own private rooms. Go and sleep alone. Get out of the dormitory. You are the fartiest dwarves, apparently. Okay. So now we've got smooth walls and we've got beds in here. These are the basics of a bedroom, but we do need more. I think we're going to want... yes, okay. Specs Marina, I will give you a name in a moment. Hello, Edward Jolmost. Edward Yalmost? Edward Halmost, depending on the pronunciation of the J, but I'm going to go with Edward Almost. That'll do. Welcome to the stream again. Thanks for joining us. And what is up? Well, we're currently trying to make a fairly luxurious fortress. And unfortunately, 2 people aren't happy. So in order to get those customer service stars back, I'm going to have to apply myself. And I've already given them their own bedrooms, which is, at the moment, quite the luxury in this fortress. Hello, Bobson D's Nuts. Very good. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. It is. I like to do 5x5 bedrooms. I'm not really one one for the tiny bedroom shtick, because it's not like you don't have a lot of space. You can dedicate a whole floor to bedrooms. Admittedly, this fortress is a bit of a different start because I've started with a large number of dwarves, but limited my migration, so I can't get any more by any other means than dwarven procreation. Oh my goodness. I've even prepared a special alert for babies. It's a baby alert. A natality? When a game has a natality, is that the equivalent of a fatality? I don't know. How much stuff are you putting in a bedroom? You need that much space. Also, why no double beds? Everybody gets a cabinet. Everybody gets a chest. Everybody gets a weapon rack. Everybody gets an armor stand. Everybody gets a display stand or cabinet. Everybody gets a statue of their favorite things. Etc., etc. It makes people very happy. There are no double beds. Dwarves do not, as far as we can tell from our observations, from our eyeballings of the situation, as far as we can tell, do not boink. There is no sexual intercourse taking place. So, as an interim, we have decided to say that dwarves are birthed from birthing stones. I say we. I took an executive decision here about dwarven birthing. When a baby is born, a dwarven baby, they crack open a geode and there's a little baby inside. If a baby is born, I will play the alert and you will see some fantastic AI-generated images. They're all right. They're not that great. But there's little babies in geodes and it works. But not until a baby's born. When a child is born. So, until then, you'll just have to imagine what a little bearded baby in a geode looks like. We're not sure how they get in there. It could be to do with, like, everyone spits in the geode or, use your imagination. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe the game will be updated in the future with more detail on that front. Who knows? Only the makers. Anyway, where were we? Maybe drop a save. It says it's been an hour plus. That's not mad. That's not madness. But unfortunately, I have lost my marbles completely. And I'm flying just entirely by the seat of my pants now. Which is a bad way to fly. Nobody else will want to touch those controls anymore. They'll all be like, does that smell like... somebody put their poop on this! Which is not something you want to hear, especially from the pilot's cabin. That is going to distress. Anyway, where were we? Let's put some blocks in, he says. Quickly changing the subject to something a little less what? There we go. We've got andesite blocks in, making a lovely bookend for this door. Or door frame. Your metaphor. Not a metaphor in this case. Literal. But anyway, your choice of words. Let's unpause again. I can't remember why I paused. I must have gone on such an absurdly long tangent that I've completely forgotten what the fuck I was doing. Shit. This is my life. Okay. We're getting a load of food being stocked up here. That's good. They've pulled some of the pre-made meals in. That's also good. I'm yawning, which is okay, but, not ideal. Oh, fuck me, that was a good one. Wow. Let's ignore the statue notifications and dig deeper here. What are our plans? What are our needs? What are the dreams of this fortress? And why are these two guys not happier? We've just provided them with a bedroom. Perhaps more is required. You know what? It's time to get serious about production. Dwarven industry must now grind into life. Well, maybe not grind is the wrong word, but like that. Grind into life? Oof. Sounds aggressive, brutal. Must now flicker into incandescence? Again, it's getting a bit too... Where do we go now? This floor? This is the floor below the river, so... Actually, yes, because maybe we'll want power here. We won't. None of the industry requires power, but whatever. Let's, in that case, dig out a space. So tier 7 dig, just for making it calm and relaxed for now. We're going to dig all the way over here. How far can it go? Oh, we nearly got to the edge. That's good. We've probably left enough space for building. And then vents. Down on the lower half towards the magma. We are going to do... what are we going to do? 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 Right, we're going to do stone-based stuff. Oh, no. Wait. The mines are miles away from here. It's a horrible pathing nightmare. This isn't any good. Civic planning is completely up the shitter. Okay. So, tier 6. As soon as we hit this bit here, right? Okay. What's going to go on there? Well, we're going to we're going to dig a big room. 37 by 13. That sounds like fun numbers, doesn't it? And this room here is going to be where we do most of our building and manufacturing industry, as it is often known. Shitters are part of civic planning, that is true, so you will need to do some shitter-based activities for planning any civics, but not into a fortress. Remember, dwarves don't poop. They don't fuck, they don't poop, which is, you know, it's their choice. Their choice. I mean, really, I feel like if you're not pooping, that's beyond choice. You could choose one of those things. The other, that's an affliction. That's a problem. You're not nobody's choosing not to shit. Well, I mean, in the short term, perhaps. I mean, obviously, it's not ideal just to shit as soon as you need to. That, you know, is generally considered to be against protocol. But, you know, where is this going? I don't know. If you came here for consistency and long, like, coherent threads and chains of thought, then you have better fuck off, because you're going to be so disappointed. Anyway, where were we? We are in the brown zone. The triangle of trouble has been invoked, and I must bring myself back into the center. If you don't have a butthole, you are literally unable. That's true, but I think we can be a little bit more open-minded about what might constitute shitting. To shit, like to have, you know, to remove fecal matter from oneself, no matter how, is, you know, broadly speaking, having a shit. I think, even whether you have a stoma and a ladle, or oh god, we just need to hit the train a little bit on the side, jog it onto the other rails, without spilling all the people in the carriages across the rails. And we should be fine. On a different track, that'll be good. What if they are hardcore boycotters? Well, I mean, you can, but that's going to end in misery. I mean, I would say it's like cutting off your nose to spite your face, but it's literally like sewing your bumhole shut to spite your buttocks. So, you know. Or is it? Would someone do that as an act of spite towards their buttocks? Does anyone hold resentment towards their bum cheeks? Personally, I think mine are quite practical. I'm glad I have them. Anyway, where were we? Yes, we've got to try and stay on track. I'm trying my hardest. So, what are we making here? This is going to be our center of industry. And on the opposite side of that, we will need to make our grand hall of storage. Our haulage store. No, just a grand hall of storage. Storage. And it's going to be directly opposite there. Look at that. Oh my god. And then we'll do it. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. How big? Sizable. It's too big. It's too big. But it's tier 7. They'll only do it if they're just totally not busy. They got nothing else to do. They'll be like, I'm going to grab a pick and swing it. Hello. Someone over there. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. What did you just come into? Well, I hope just this stream, ideally, because otherwise you better go and sort yourself out. But we're just doing a little stream where I'm trying to build a luxury fortress in the Savage Lands. A Savage Land, you know, not the Savage Lands. I wouldn't want to capitalize any T's here. Why do you think dwarves don't poop? Well, I think they have a perfect metabolism. It's not that you asked me, not that you were checking on my opinion. I apologize. I'm sorry. I will let the new viewer respond without forcing my opinion down their throats. No. Back on track. Here we go. So, we're building an industry hall and a storage hall. Oh my, how exciting. My entire body is tingling, although that might be just some kind of neurological problem. Let's unpause and let them dig. Here we go. Yeah. Well, you're lucky. You walked in after things had cooled down a mite. We'd gone from the red-hot discussion of dwarven procreation to the somewhat more tepid discussion of dwarven poop. Ah, dwarven stools. What is this material here? Silty clay loam? Oh my god, we can't have our hall of industry with a mud floor. People are going to, talk. They'll say things about us. They're like, have you seen their muddy hall? It's absolutely bloody amateurish, that's what it is. And I'll be cast out of the dwarven society. They'll say, I know, go home, go home. I can't think of any further lyrics, but I was getting there. It was so close. There was, tantalizing stuff within reach, but I didn't have it in me to grab it. That's right. That's just a theory. A poop theory. Oh, do you reckon I could start a channel on that? Maybe. I think some of the people who've already started in that territory might be a little bit upset with me if I did that. Poop theory, yeah. I mean, didn't Gillian McKeith do that for a while? She got it on a network television show, though. A fine dwarven shitter. In here, you reckon? Muddy Hall. Oh, man, look at all this. This would make much better farmland. Except it's just exposed dirt, so it wouldn't really make particularly good farmland. Please, madam, don't expose your dirt. It's only gonna soil my lovely, freshly cleaned shirt. Oh, no. Right, let's think about this, because now that I've seen the state of this room, I am not exactly thrilled by it. Also, its proximity to the surface. Oh, it's not that close to the surface. It's not going to get breached by roots anytime soon. But, I've heard the pain in Max Cavalera's voice when he sings Roots, Bloody Roots. And I know what caused it. It was a tree in his neighbour's garden causing his patio to go all higgledy-piggledy. And if you can get that angry from it, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be in that place. That's a very niche joke. That's a joke for a very small, thin slice of humanity. But there you go. Maybe you're in that. Maybe you are in the gets that joke strata of our society. Who knows? If you are, my sympathies. Exactly. Who knew that such passion and fury could be ignited by a tree? A border dispute, essentially. Oh, yeah, no, don't. Oh, my God. Yeah, okay. Don't check it. Do check everything. If I've said something, I'm less reliable than ChatGPT. Okay? Just to be clear. I don't just hallucinate. I'm actively making shit up. Good. Oh, my God. Roots! Bloody roots! Yeah. Well, Higgledy-Piggledy and Sepultura are ideal bedfellows. I would describe the rhythmic nature of their music as somewhat Higgledy-Piggledy. No, that's not true. It's not Higgledy-Piggledy. That would mean it was all over the place. Right. Let's teleport some more stone magically to the surface. I am the god of teleportation, and I will move your stone! That's how I communicate with the dwarves these days. Okay, so this room, far more dwarfy a chamber than this dirty little mud hovel. So what we'll do is we'll take this room to be the Hall of Industry. Behold my Hall of Industry, where my dwarves toil night and day. There we go. So what are we putting down here? That's the question. And am I going to put a floor in? Am I going to put floor in? Am I going to smooth? What's the deal? What is my want at this time? I'm thinking a nice selection of We don't have that many blocks, do we? Okay. Here's the first plan. We're going to start with a temporary, capital T-E-M-P, orrery set of workshops. So, first of all, stoneworkers. And I'm going to put more than one in. Oh, yeah, boy. I'm going to go nuts. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my God. 3. That's not quite nuts. Not exactly going berserk, is it? That would be like if the guy from Fist of the North Star walked up to someone and went... Doesn't quite have the same impact, does it? It needs to carry on for a little bit longer for it to really make you go, whoa, that's a lot of fast punches. 3 isn't excess. Well, actually, that's not always true, thinking about it. I mean, depends what you're doing, doesn't it? Sometimes 1 is excess. Last save 2 hours ago, I know, right? That's what you call stakes. That's what you call... I can't remember the name of it. There's a thing. It's like stakes, but it means, as in, high stakes, gambling stakes, not making a fence stakes or chopped up bits of meat stakes. Come on. I wouldn't, now I'm getting hungry saying that. Right, okay, so we got ourselves a few little block rooms. That's lovely. Block rooms, stone workshops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the surface. Oh, someone's claiming a workshop. Datan Rithvabuk the miner withdraws from society. Oh, brace yourselves as well if you're new. We have a pronunciation scheme for the dwarven names. So if I say things weird, that's because I'm pronouncing them correctly. Okay? Just to be clear. Just to make sure. So they've withdrawn from society. Hopefully they'll claim a workshop in a second. I mean, I am poised to build workshops, so I don't think we need to panic too much. Let's get some block orders in play. R-O-C-K-B-L-O-D-K. Make rock blocks, please. I would like you to make 1 rock block at a time, and I would like the rock blocks to be continually produced as long as there are fewer than... Oh, that's not a bad idea, Osmosis Jones. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I should be putting some sort of sealant mechanism on them to prevent mood madness. He's gone mood mad. I'm going to say I would like to have 300 rock blocks. I know, it's a big number. Very big. That is a girthy stockpile. Let's come back out of that and let them get on with building those blocks, because those are going to be mood mad. Mad cow disease? No. That's a prion disease. That's Creutzfeldt-Jakob syndrome, I believe it's called. Bovine spongiform encephalitis, indeed. Yeah. Why do I know so much about that? Fuck knows. It was in the news a while ago. They've begun a mysterious construction, so we don't need to worry about nursing them through their requirements. That's good. I'm not seeing a lot of activity down here, but what I'm going to do to try and prompt that activity, he says, with a very emphatic P, I'm going to put a stone stockpile down here, and we're going to say, please bring me any economic stones. Actually, no economic stones, just other stones. Just get it down here. Just get it down here. Quick as you can. That'd be nice. And I'm going to give them, what is that, 3 deep? I'm going to give them 3 wheelbarrows to do this. Or, just be a cheeky lad and go and teleport them, couldn't I? But then again, I'm bringing everything else down. Go away. Close. Thank you. Right, back up to the surface. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to take this one. Oh! Datan Rithvabuk the miner has created Nidost Mindaktuth, an allanite coffer. He offers it to the splattered boulder. Let's have a little look at this coffer, shall we? And immediately dismantle the workshop. That's not it. That's it. So, the ferocious contingencies. Let's have a little look. This is an allanite coffer. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. On the item is an image of a guava tree in allanite. Oh, very exciting. So we've got a functional object there. That is an actual chest of usability. So what we'll do is keep it to one side so we don't end up putting it somewhere in a stockpile we don't need it to be in. So down we go. There's our stone stockpile. There's our piles of stone. This is probably going to be reasonably quick. We could do like a sortation like we've done before. So I could say just put all the andesite in here. That's not the maddest notion I've ever had. Okay, regardless, we're going to do the stockpiles in here just because I have to, because I need to get them set out because it's playing on my mind. So 2x6 is my usual size of stockpiles. So we're going to do that. Oh, right click, just right click and cancel it. Doesn't matter if you do that. It's perfectly fine. 2x6, there we go. And then in this stockpile, I want to put doors. Beautiful doors. So we go to custom, furniture, all, none, but doors. And then we say, I don't want artifacts and I don't want masterworks, but I do want everything else. So please pop that there. And then next to that, we'll want what doors? Tables? Yeah, tables will do. Question mark. Click. There we go. Tables. Tables. Sur le table. Furniture. All. None. Where's the table? There it is. And then we make sure we don't put the really good shit in there because we want to keep that separate. Tables. Lovely. And then let me have chairs next to it. Thank you. Chairs. Beautiful chairs. Furniture, all, none, and then they're in here as thrones. Sorry. Okay, so that's doors, tables, chairs. Then we're going to want cabinets, aren't we? Cabinet. Furniture, all, none. Cabinets. You can tell I've done this a few times. Normally I'm less quick. Or slower if you prefer. Normally I'm less quick. There we go. Nice chests. Can't say that anymore. Stupid thing to say. There we go. Okay, so chests. What's the next piece of furniture that we're going to want? Let's find out. Do it this way. Furniture. All. None of that. None of that. And then none of this, but anvils, armor stands, bags, ballistas, barrels, beds, maybe. Bins, boxes, buckets, coffins. Ah, who could forget the hopefully not urgent need for coffins. Coffer. Coffer. There we go. And we'll leave that for now because I want to. Yes. Yes. Yes, like 20 years ago. A very long time ago. Anyway, we should probably segregate these piles because gabbro and andesite are almost identical. So they should be definitely separated in case they are used interchangeably. We're not allowed. I should also make block stockpiles as well. That's a thing. What I will do is start by setting up a block stockpile right here to generically contain blocks. Accept blocks. Add bars and blocks, blocks of stone or clay, all. Yeah, that'll do. Yes. And I would also like you to use some wheelie barrows. That's barrels, not wheelbarrows. There we go. 5 wheelbarrows permitted. We'll have to see where that goes. They actually start pulling the blocks out. Okay, we've got malachite blocks. That's nice. Andesite blocks. They're doing it. They're bringing them all. That's good. They don't seem to be bothering with wheelbarrows, though, so... Which is fair enough. The wheelbarrows weren't actually in the stockpiles yet, so... Whatever, I say. Whatever! Okay, they're doing that. That's going to keep them very busy and occupied, so we need to be careful. The two saddies need cheering up, so it's time to start putting in orders. So we're making blocks, we're making pots. Meals, statues, plants, fruits, animals. Okay, so next thing we want to put an order in is for rock door. Cool. I want one of those if there are fewer than 10. Yes, okay. Next, ROCK table. Make a rock table. And I would like that done under the same paradigm. Nope, that's not what I clicked on before. Cool. Okay. Rock throne. Go. Just one. There we go. Okay, so, and then, what was the other option? Coffins. I did something other than coffins. Tables, chairs, doors, cabinets. Bab? Cabinet. Where's a rock cabinet? Rock cabinet sounds like something you'd get if Ozzy Osbourne was made Prime Minister. Shannon, the economy's gone again. Rock blocks, fried chicken, eating inaccessible items. Good, lovely, excellent stuff. Okay, so the bedrooms are coming along nicely. We've got some furniture being made to be stored. Now, dirty little room here. Oh, no, nasty little hovel. Well, I'm not going to do sorting just yet, even though it's kind of something that I get trapped on almost every time we play this. We're going to leave it for now. I will start separating out rough gems, though, because they are definitely needed to be separate. Gems. We're not making any glass yet for practice, so I'll try and keep what we've got and make stuff as needed. Customize. No rough glass. No cut gems. No cut glass. No cut stone. There we go. Just rough gems. Oh, sorting that out quick, aren't they? Once that's filled up, I'll just compress it until they stop. There they go. I won't even let them fill it up. I'll just compress immediately until they've gathered everything together. This is quite nice. We've got a bit of a haul, it would seem.
I can see that.
Okay. Got our first cabinet in place. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the bedrooms and I'm going to insist on its installation. No, I simply must insist. Furniture, cabinet, one there. And we'll put one there. And I'm also going to take a chest, if we can have one, please. But what filters have we got? Let's just check that filter. Max quality masterful. Good. It's not going to just use the artifacts. There we go. So they can have chests and cabinets. They can also have... I do like to give a display stand for everybody, just in case we need to put something fancy in there. There was another piece... Oh, there's armor stands and weapon racks as well, wasn't there? We'll calm down on that for a minute, though. We'll let them go. We'll let these tick over. Should probably put an order in for boxes as well, thinking about it, seeing as I've actually placed an order for them. Cabinets, thrones, tables, doors, blocks. Okay. Coffer. Make me a rock coffer, please. Cool. Right, Right, so those bedrooms come in nicely. Not sit there watching those. Right, how are we doing for blocks? Annoyingly, if you look at blocks and bars, it doesn't actually distinguish between stuff that's been used to build things and stuff that you've just got. Because look, it says 123 chromite blocks. I'm pretty sure we've only got 2 or 3 left for building with. Yet, here they are, listed as if we have them. Which we do not. We do not. Anyway, where were we? Do I want to start sorting this stuff? No, they're not quite. Not quite. Let's have a look at the food hall. Pause. Now, this will want flooring put in, which is slightly annoying because I just don't... Blue Jay remains. Oh, dear. Okay, food and drink isn't doing too bad now. We're doing okay for that, so I don't need to panic about it, but it would be nice to set up kitchens and whatnot. So, tier 7 dig. We're going to dig along here, and then I am going to put a kitchen there. I'm going to put farmer's workshop there. Am I? Am I, though? What are we doing? Do I want to put a butcher's in? I think I do, actually. Yeah. Okay, that's that. And then... Oh, careful now, scoundrel. Very close to the edge there. Okay, so different pack here. Cut them out. I'm going to say... Along here, we're going to do all the food prep rooms. I'm going to connect them with a little thing like this, because I can. Not like that, though. Come on. A little bit neater. There we go. And then I'm also going to dig out a nice big storeroom for all the food and booze, which is going to go here. Like this, I say. Right, it's going to connect up like that, but yeah, that's better. And then, so we get that. It's not symmetrical. 1, 2, or just read the number 8. Apparently that's symmetrical. So that's going to be our storeroom where we're going to keep all the food. Okay. And then it can all be brought out through here. Okay. And we're also going to want a storeroom for raw, uncooked food. Which can just go here. Yeah, that feels good. Okay. Not the greatest design, but it feels like it's going to function. And we're going to get a chance to make it look nice. We're getting a lot of allanite here, which is good. Maybe I should get cracking on my metal industries. Metal! Going to dig those out and construct some walls in their place. And make this one out of... What do we make it out of? Let's go with andesite here. And that can be a... Nah, crap, just another andesite one. That'll be good. Good stuff. Ooh, the microphone's a lot closer than I thought it was. There we go. Put it in front of my mouth now. And I'll sit myself as close to the edge of frame in my camera as I possibly can. Let me... Oh, that's turning the table, not me. There we go. That's better. I'm a little bit more central, if disastrously slumped. There we go. A little bit better. Okay, lots of stone here getting moved or revealed, sorry. Kind of want to put floors in here, but I don't think we have the bulk blocks to really start flooring and walling the fortress. I need to get a little bit more serious about how quickly I'm making them. Maybe I should commit to making all andesite in the fortress into blocks as soon as it's dug out, because it doesn't have any other functions really other than just being a construction material. Right, let's get what we've got here. There we go, stick it there. So, with that in mind, what I'm going to do is I am going to click this to say I want to change it. And we're now saying, I only want andesite in here, please. And I'm also going to say, I want another stockpile here that contains all stone except andesite. Mixed stone. Cool. We go custom. Other stone, all. There we go, except for andesite. Thank you very much. So, that should result in them, and I also want to give that some wheelbarrows. There we go. So we should see all the non-andesite being pulled out of here. That's the theory, at least. Okay. Not really happening now. Actually, what I should do is this. Just take it all. Stick it in there. Boom. There's a bit of andesite. Now people can move it. There we go. That's how it will work out. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Good, good, good. Getting a lot of this gemstones. That's good as well. Okay, we've got cabinets, we've got chests, we've got chairs, we've got tables. I'm not seeing any doors yet. Did I put an order in for doors? Or do we already have a stockpile for doors, don't we, somewhere? Oh, maybe not. Interesting. Interesting. What? Oh my god. I wasn't ready for snow in winter. Oh wow. Okay. No water. Interesting. Which is okay because there's nobody ill, but bamboo. Ah, we will be able to feed pandas if we get them. That's good to know. That's good to know. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Everybody calm down. Even though the water's frozen, we still got a volcano to dig out. That's going to be great. In fact, you know what? Seeing as they're doing, like, all this... Oh, it's already finished. I was going to say, seeing as they're busy with all this, let's mark out some other stuff. But no, that's not how it works here. Come on, scoundrel. Get with the program. Okay, andesite now needs compression. That's good. And I'm also going to do the same thing here. So let's paint a stockpile here. Accept andesite blocks. There we go. Custom. Just blocks. Just stone and clay. Just andesite. Thank you. And then this one here. Not andesite blocks. Brilliant. Perfect. Okay, so we're able to now make sure we're keeping these blocks a little bit more separate. I should probably do an allanite sorting process as well, because that is actually stuff we can use pretty effectively. There we go. What was this stockpile for? Coffins. Okay, we didn't actually make an order for coffins. I'm sure we made an order for doors. Yeah, door. And what's the conditions? If there's fewer than 10, well, fair enough. There must be fewer than 10 doors. In that case, let me construct some floor in all of these little squares. There we go. Andesite blocks. And all of these squares as well. Andesite blocks. And then we can put doors on those bedrooms. Get on with decorating them. Perfect. Actually, not furniture. Doors. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. Those doors will be nice. Construct me a floor in here. Andesite blocks. Please get on with making them as well. So all these blocks are pretty much spoken for there. What are these guys making? Rock coffer, cabinets, blocks, and doors. Okay, fine, fine, fine. This one here, add a new task. Make... Where is it? Blocks. There, pause. I want them made out of andesite, and I want you to repeat it. There you go. That's the key. Do I make it urgent as well? Do I really need to blast through all the andesite as fast as possible? I don't think so. Okay. Looking good. Although it makes more sense to put them all right next to the one that's making them. Just a bit cheeky. How am I teleporting the options around? Blocks around. Right, I've got DF Hack installed, which is a free launcher. You can download it on Steam. It is available separately for the non-Steam version as well, but I don't know exactly how to do that anymore. I've forgotten. But you can get it as a launcher on Steam, and it launches Dwarf Fortress, and you have a load of these extra little bits and bobs. They can tank your frame rate, and you might need to stop and restart the game to get your frames back. But generally, they're good. Control H, when you've got it, brings up auto dump, which allows you to highlight and dump everything together. You can also use that to destroy stuff and a few other things. That's just one of a load of mods that are in DF Hack, and I recommend giving it a go. Well worth a try. Okay. I should really do a bed stockpile. I just thought about that. That's probably a good idea. Do it there. Accept. Beds. Custom. Furniture. All. None. Beds. There we go. Cool. Furniture. Bed. Furniture. Chest. Furniture. Cabinet. And then furniture. Display. What? Nope, it's fine. It's exactly what we're supposed to put in. There you go. Whew. Hello, Manaway. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Where were we? Oh, my goodness. That blew the cobwebs away. Quite a bit of volume. We got enough floor tiles to put another andesite floor in? Hell yeah. Might have enough. We don't have enough for 2, but we'll just keep it ticking over for now. Let them build it as we go. As the parrot goes. So here we go. Andesite boulders. Andesite blocks. Very exciting. I'm sure we'll all agree. Some andesite here as well, but that's fine. That can get sorted. Lots of beds. Very practical. That's it. That's it. Get the things sorted. We also need them to smooth the walls. There we go. In fact, we'll also have them do that as well. There we go. Nice. Okay, so what's the next step here? Just keep picking over the bedrooms, I think. Although now 3 of them are in the sad zone, which I don't feel particularly happy about. But let's pause. Let's take this bedroom designation tool. Done. And then we need to immediately assign it to our 3rd sad dwarf. Who have we got here? It's Locum Zanegdurau, a herbalist. Okay, Locum. Let me take a look inside your brain quickly. I want to make sure that there's not some deeper-seated issues here that I need to deal with. Locum. There he is. It was snowing on me. Okay, he didn't like the snow. Hauling ginkgo seeds. It makes sense. Okay, all right. Well, we want people going outside a bit less these days. So, blimey. If we collect snow, will it melt into water? Not sure. Anyway, how far? Okay. It's got 1 depth, 1 level of rim around it. Oh, sandy clay. Interesting. Okay, so we do want to get clay, because those clay bricks are very nice, but I don't think we're going to get fire clay, which is crying shame. I would love it. Are you not afraid that making it so sad dwarves getting bedroom priority won't simply incentivize being sad amongst the bedroomless dwarves? No. No, I feel like it makes much more sense to do it this way than the other way. Madness. There's no incentive for sadness, other than, you know, like, immiseration, of course. That's something that would make people very sad very quickly. Okay, blocks being prepared. Yep, good. Everyone keep sorting these, and then we'll move on to Allanite. Allanite! Okay. Toasted dwelling handles. That's not what I clicked on. I meant to click on here. Okay, so there's a lot of statues. I should probably make a stockpile for statues as well, because we've got them knocking around. Except statues, that's then furniture, all, none. I'm sorry, I got lost for a moment there in a reverie. There's away with the fairies. Woe be upon them all. There will be a bedroom for everybody. Eventually. In fact, it's not going to take too long at this pace. We are pretty much barreling the bedrooms out. I mean, the next 3 people to get them are just going to be neutral. So, and these haven't even been decorated fully either. I need to put an order in for display stands. I've just realised. Pedestal, that's what we want. I would like a rock one, please. There we go. Not in alphabetical order, apparently. It turns out. There we go. Just give me 10. Thank you. Good. And then that should start putting these in here. And if people need special custom statues made for their bedrooms, then so be it. Floor. Give me an andesite floor. Mr. Andesite. Need to put furniture in. Here comes a bed. Here comes a chest. Can I... Is there a way to go back at... No. Furniture, cabinet there, and then... No, that's not furniture. Display stand. There we go. Right there, and right there. Cool. And then there's some more smoothing to be done. So smooth. There we go. Okay, and then this bedroom can be created and assigned to the next saddest dwarf. Bedroom. No, don't. Wait. Who's neutrals? That's it. The expedition leader. Maybe we should give them a slightly fancier bedroom. Nah, fuck it. They can have that one. And we can also say expedition leader. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to auto-assign that to the expedition leader. We will make a proper separate room for the expedition leader. We'll make actual roll rooms, so to speak. As in, roll with an E, not with two L's, which is a different kind of room. Bow, 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 wow. It's still a bedroom, of course. Okay. So the dining hall area is really now starting to take shape, even if that shape is completely without any kind of like adornment or decoration. To that end, let's just get this bit here. Yeah. Let's go absolutely nuts with the smoothing. Smoothing nuts. Actually, I should probably want to replace most of these stairs as well. We don't want them getting smoothed away. Let me just quickly... I can't see the order there, but let's just be careful anyway. Okay, so everyone's smoothing that out. Can we build another floor in here? Yes, we can. The andesite block levels are keeping up. These are very boring bedrooms, but they'll do. They will do. Furniture, bed, furniture, cabinet. Oh, that's wrong. Furniture display. Oh, I'm doing them out of sequence now. This is going to cause nothing but woe and misery. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is everything getting made out of andesite as well? No, that's an allanite one. Okay, there's a bit of a mix of stuff that's happening. That's fine. That is fine. Are they smoothing everything on the dining floor? I should hope so. They're getting on it. They're starting it off. So, what are we going to make in this room, which appears to be the first to be smoothed? I reckon it makes sense to put a still there. Or does it? Okay. No. Workshop. Workshop. Farming. A still. A kitchen. What do we get out of a farm workshop? They can shear. They can process food into barrels, which might also be useful. Okay, so we're going to start with, in that instance, we're going to have a still. And put the still in the middle of this room. There we go. And around it, we shall have a stockpile. That stockpile will be empty booze barrel. Empty booze barrels. Custom. We want strictly barrels. So that's furniture, all, none, barrels. I'm not going to have masterworks and artifacts, even though that doesn't really matter. And then we should end up with a load of empties in there. That's the hope, at least. Okay. Keep going, everybody. Actually, you know what? Let's be slightly more... It's fine, it's fine. Just wait for them to smooth. Stop trying to put orders in before orders have been finished. That's madness. Okay. Doing okay. We've got good stockpiles. People are coming back out of sadness. We had 3 sads. Now we've only got... Oh, actually, no. People are going into neutrality. Is that what's happening? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Okay, we're doing quite well with the andesite here. This is actually a door stockpile. It is. But no doors are going in. Interesting. Even though I've got requests to make. Here we go. Look, nice. Empty barrels. Very good. Let them get on with this. then I want to put these stockpiles in. I might separate stuff out for the sake of cosmetics, but it's not really super necessary. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If I do this, I need 25. I need 50, sorry, right? We've got 66 andesite blocks. The timing could not have been better. Well done, me. I'll smooth the corridor in a bit once the dining hall's been a bit more conclusively smoothed. The smoothing is conclusive. Doing good? Smoothing is actually taking a little while. What's going on here? Is our frame rate gone? No, the smoothing is just slow. That's all it is. No need to panic. Remain calm. I'm also going to remove this still here. Don't need that one anymore. And what's in this stockpile? Apricot pits and a cherry wood barrel. This barrel does not need to be in there. That can come out. And the apricot pits, I could probably just destroy those, but I'm not going to. I'm going to say keep the apricot pits there, please. Okay. There's a kitchen. There's a craftsdwarf workshop. Has that got anything going on? Making rock crafts and rock pots. Okay, I want to turn down the dial on rock crafts. We seem to have quite a bit. I think we can stand off for a bit. Maybe we need a stockpile for crafts. That would be nice. There we go. And I'm going to do a nice big one. Like, actually, if I, first of all, I'll say, okay, so if I do 2x6 across there, it ends up being, there we go. Crafts. Okay, so now we're going to here, custom, finished goods, type, amulets, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines, rings, scepters. That'll do, I think. Yeah. And we want all materials, no matter what they're made of, and everything that isn't masterwork or artifact. There we go. Lovely. And that should see a nice little hauling of stuff down. 5 wheelbarrows will be fine. Goody. Right, more andesite needs compressing. That's fine, though. We're fine for andesite blocks. So what I might do now... No. Leave it for now. We're fine. These blocks in here are all just what we've got of other stuff. It's fine. I should probably be sorting out my metal ores, shouldn't I? Let's do that. Let's just take this stockpile. We're going to reduce the size of it because we really don't have that many gems anymore. Well, we have no more loose gems, put it that way. And in here, I'm going to type ores. Custom. Stone. All metal ores. There we go. And we also want a wheelbarrow or two because they'll be useful. Very useful indeed. Oh, a save. How dare you auto-save without prompting? That's fine. I'll allow it. I will allow it, Dwarf Fortress. Forgiven. You have been forgiven. There we go. Several large gulps directly into the microphone. Couldn't be better. Frame rate's back up to 45. I'm happy. This is doing okay. Fortress is not exactly luxurious yet, even though that's the goal. We should probably be thinking more aggressively about removing some of these stockpiles for sure. Food. This is all bedrooms. We'll sort that out in a bit. So we've got a nice big stockpile for food here. So I'm going to start fresh. Do a stockpile like that. Except food ingredient. Food input. There we go. Okay, cool. Custom food. We don't want seeds. We do want meat. We do want fish. We want eggs. We want... come back to plants. I don't want cheese, do we? Yeah, I'll put cheese in there. Fruits and leaves, not milled plant. Oh, we do want milled plants, actually, don't we? Lots of flour, not dye. Let's type in flour, all, and then just to be sure, okay, not dye. Is there anything other than flour and dye in there? No, it's all good. Okay, paste. I don't think we can actually make anything with these pastes. I think we're good with just these materials, right? And then the plants. Oh, screw it. Let's just put them all in there. What the hell? There we go. We'll just separate plants. We'll just separate food, solids, and drinks and seeds. That's the way to do it. And fat will maybe separate out because it's going to go into other stuff. Food inputs. Cool. And then over here, once the smoothing is done, we will want more stuff. What's it called? Shit, what is it called? Hello, Diamond Destruct. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. What's off? Is it the food? The food might be off. Right, we want that smooth so we can put a stockpile in there for prepared meals and booze. That's what's going in there. And probably a stockpile for goblets, etc. Oh, we don't have any mugs or goblets, do we?
Oh, yeah, come like rock. Thank you for the dinner. It's so nice to make the grade. It would be lovely if some of you stayed.
We now return you to the scheduled broadcast.
Oh, hello. Welcome, Raiders. Thanks for joining us. Let me just get some hellos out of the way, because it seems like we've got a few first-time chats in. Poison Raisin. Oh, very nice. What a wrinkly name. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Draven, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. Globular12, hello. Parrotwise, congratulations. Okay, maybe not congratulations. Hello, but congratulations for being here. We've got Kaiser J. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Mink, the drawing researcher. Thank you. Vinsanti, hello. Thank you very much for the raid. Much appreciated. It was you, wasn't it? Oh, Poison Raisin followed as well. What an example. We could all follow in Poison Raisin's trail, tracks, footsteps. Footsteps, that's the one. Hello, Belug, welcome back. And Diamond Destructive, also welcome back. And I think we're good. Kaiser J, already said hello to you. And Shakmal, welcome again. Thanks for joining us. Lots of returners. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. And thank you for the follow again. Right, should we continue? I'll tell you what, seeing as we're here with new arrivals, we'll just do a quick tour of the fortress, he says, doing a weird wax-on, wax-off wave. So we'll start at the surface. In fact, no. Let's zoom out. Let's get the bigger picture, the macro view. So I've got a little embark here. It's a tall, thin one with a volcano at the bottom, a river across, and then what I was anticipating to be more mountainous has actually turned out to be just a sort of gentle dirt slope, which is fine. It's covered in trees, lots of wood, plenty of whatever we need. Thank you very much for the follow again. Much appreciated. Ooh, so many follows. That's a sound effect I'm adding after the fact, just in case anyone was wondering if the bunk was integral. Let's zoom in again now that we've seen the lay of the land. We dug a little entryway with a switchback. This is trade depot. This is going to be a storage for trade goods once we've cleared out all the workshops that were temporarily in there. We've got a dormitory here, which is going to end up ultimately as a barracks. This is a mining guild with the pickaxe stockpile, and then this will lead off into the mines / deep exploratory tunnels. This is our current farmland, which is pretty much functional, I'd say. If we go up, got the graveyard, as of yet undecorated, unadorned, and unbecorpsed as well. Still yet to receive a deadite. Down we go, nothing on this floor. This floor has what's going to be our industrial room and storage room, although I do need to deal with these horrible dirt floors, he says, crossing his feet on a wheelie chair and realizing he now has no control over the drift. Hang on, let me just... There we go. Driven was doing Limbo, and I did some adventure mode. Weird win of the day, force-fed a goblet of healing glob to a goblin companion who refused to eat it directly. Oh, nice. Good to know that you can force-feed people? Dwarf Fortress? Force-feed. Oh my god. It's a new game. It could be a genre. Who knows? The Feeding Tube Fortress. Okay. That got a bit weird, didn't it? Oh man, I think so. You were also doing a little bit of Dwarf Fortress, were you? I still haven't dabbled in adventure mode. I'm a fortress mode man. That's who I am. I'm a fortress making man. That's who I am. Just turn it into a pointless song. Still got more andesite being gathered, which is good, and more andesite blocks being created, which is also good. I should probably check to see if I can do the last couple of outstanding bedrooms. Hello? Floor. There we go. Give me 50. Yes. Good stuff. Okay, and while that's being done, we will also need to smooth the bedroom walls. There we go. Don't do the floor. Oh, hang on. Ah, where I've already built the block floors. No need. Ah, shit. Fart knockers. There we go. Come back once the floors are in, then we can do the smoothing, because it will designate it without going over the floor. Oh, a mood. A stoneworker's mood. Hello. What are you going to make for me, sir? Show me something glorious. I've just realised we need to take the initiative. I've been letting something slip for too long. And slip no more. So, we're going to start establishing guilds for skills that I want to proliferate in the fortress. Ah, yes, that old classic. Proliferation guilds. Very exciting. So, we've got a miners guild. That's all good. That's fine. Let's come down here and we will say we now want on this floor. Am I going to go and make myself a nice little furnace? A little forge? You know what? I'm going to try and bring the magma to the workshops. That's my plan. It's an insane plan, but there's a chance sometimes insane things can be true. It doesn't actually have to mean wrong. It's just more likely to. There we go. Got a bit of native aluminium in there, which is nice. Very fancy. Good stuff. It's almost, I think it might actually be as valuable as platinum in this version, although not for a hammerhead. Very much prefer a mallet made of platinum to a mallet made of aluminium. If you made an alloy of them, would it be plataluminium? Aluminum? Alunatium? Alunatinum? Anyway, enough of that tomfoolery. What's this stockpile that's not got anything in it? Coffins. Coffins and doors. I would like there to be more doors in this fortress. Doors Fortress, indeed, but it doesn't seem to be happening. What's the deal? Come on. Maybe I should switch from easy meals. I feel like we've got these easy meals coming off the production line, but they're not really using the ingredients at a pace that works for me. Okay, this stockpile can go now. Boom. Stockpile no more. lost my mind again. Not farming? Yes, farming. Because we've got a still. We're going to want a kitchen. Quichon. Very nice. And in around this kitchen... Oh, careful. Watch out. That thing will have your finger off. Be careful. Be very careful. It's an absolute beast. Okay, there we go. Here is another stockpile, or at least an expansion of the stockpile for empty barrels. Very exciting. True, you can trade lavish meals, but I'm one of those people who hoards space pants 333. As in, not that I hoard space pants. You know what I mean. You understand. You are space pants, but someone listening, someone not actually paying attention to chat might not have grasped that. I hoard food in Dwarf Fortress. There we go. That's it. That's more clear. Ah, dear. But that mandrill must be about ready to go off. Be careful. If it goes off again, it might be too loud. We'll see. We'll see. Well, you wait until the proper thing goes off. The mandrill gets poked 3 times, and then it's primed. And once the mandrill's been poked 3 times, it goes absolutely fucking ballistic. Classically, it has been chat's goal to catch me off guard with it, but unfortunately for chat, the audio that plays has a little hiss that begins, a little crackle that starts before the mandrill actually starts howling. So I get a quick chance to whip out the old headphones and save myself from audio attack. Got a baby lamb, got some rock doors made, and someone has begun their mysterious construction. Very nice indeed. Very, very good. So, what have we got going on here? Whipvine, plant barrel, fungi wood barrel. Pardon me. Excuse me. Oh, look at Bellag here, trying to play the game. Player of games. That would probably work, but now I'm going to be on edge. Oh my god. The fear. You've got to prime it while someone's... Actually, that's not going to work because they're in a queue. So if you try and do 2 sound effects at once, it should play them one after the other. But there might be things... I set this all up a while ago and I haven't really dabbled since. So, maybe my memories aren't perfect. Perfect recall. Right, workshops. Farming. So we've got a tanner. No, we've got a still. We've got a kitchen. Oh. Avuz Kogabras, the miner, has created Alektoogum. Alektoogum, an andesite cabinet. She offers it to the splattered boulder. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to need an artifact storage space at this point because we've now got 2 that aren't being used, and frankly, I don't think that's very efficient. What other food stockpiles can I do? Let's stick a farmer's workshop in, just so I can see what it does. Like I thought it was just for shearing and cheese making, and I tend to avoid making cheese in these fortresses, because we all know how quickly cheese leads to miasma. It's a problem. It's a problem. Cheesy miasma. Okay. I should really be pulling the things out, but I think, actually, is it time to go for power and start grinding some grain? Grinding grain on the wheel of pain. Come on now, don't bullshit me. Maybe. Maybe not. I mean, a mist generator feels like the thing I want to go for first, right? Although I have to say, I have not created a space for that mist generator. We left space for the venomous snake pit, but not for the generator. Loving a generator, spinning me round on some magnets. No, that didn't work. I'll have to work on that one. Who's making love in a generator? Speaking of which... No, not speaking of which. I'm just going to channel out all of this snake pit madness, okay? There we go. Oh. It's a ewe. It's not a proper baby. It's not a proper baby. Everybody calm down. We'll know when it's a baby because the baby alert will go off. You are a baby. You are a baby. Baby. Smoothing's nearly done here. Okay, let's have a look in this farmer's workshop. What can you do? Make cheese, milk animal, process plants, shear animal, spin thread. So processing plants into a barrel, it seems functional. Right? What does that end us up with, though? I'm going to make this urgent and see what comes of it. Somebody, please, could you... What? Huh. Okay. We'll expand the barrel storage somewhat here. Okay, it's not too bad. Right, we're going to start our prepared meal storage off here. Accept. Meals, custom, food, only prepared meals. There we go. That's the dream. Oh, actually here, we need to turn them off in here, don't we? We have already turned them off. There are no prepared meals allowed here. Perry. Nice. Perry cider. And we're going to want to make a stockpile for that up here. You know what I think we should do? We should increase the urgency of these smoothing orders so I can actually another stockpile in. And there we go, a prepared food barrel containing many, many, many walnut biscuits. Oh, and some chopped sheep liver biscuits, ginkgo seed biscuits, prepared sheep spleen biscuits. Oh my goodness, it's very biscuity. I wonder if they're American biscuits or British biscuits. Are they confection, or are they some sort of like a? I think it's like a dumpling. Stray war dog gave birth to puppies. This might end up being problematic. How many puppies do we need? I'm not sure we have a strong pup need. There we go. Beautiful. Right. Oh, we can start putting beds in here as well now. Furniture, beds. I want one there, I want one there, I want one there, I want one there, and I want one there. How about spicing it up a bit? We'll have cabinets. Oh, what marvellous cabinetry the fortress has. Next, we'll have ourselves a nice little coffer, or a box if you prefer. Some people like to call it a chest. Did that go in? It did. Great. And then we'll need some display stands, furniture, display stand. They go in which corner? That corner. Boom, 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 bump. What a delight. And then, of course, we will need a tier 2 smoothing to take place over all of that and all of that. And then tier 7 on the corridor, because that's, strictly speaking, unnecessary. Oh, this is coming along nicely. I can make a stockpile for our booze now. Accept the booze. Custom, food, drink plant, drink animal? Sure. And then that should do the job. Wonderful. I should probably order up some... what's names? Mugs. Let's get that on the go. Add rock mug. There we go. Make a rock mug. And I would like you to make them singularly, one at a time. And I would like to say if there are less than 30 rock mugs, which is the number of dwarfs in the fortress. That's it. Okay. And to that end, let's make a stockpile here. Boom. Accept. Mugs. Continue. Finished goods? I think they'll be called goblets, won't they? Wow. Excuse my belching. Wow there. Getting a lot of puppies, not a lot of dwarven babies. I would find that to be a bit of a problem. Oh, hang on a minute. I've just noticed this as a problem with this thing as well. We don't just want furnitures. We want large pots and food storage as well. There we go. That's going to be better because we only have the barrels we started with plus the rock pots I've made. But now, oh, baby. No, don't. Work orders. General work orders allowed. None. Okay, this is cool. So you are only allowed to do plant processing, cheese making, and milking. Yeah. In fact, just cheese making. In case we get any milk. We're not doing any milking if we can help it. Still shearing a ewe. That's a problem. Although that's probably something that's happened already. Maybe we should start getting our textiles area set up. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go to the craft zone. The crafting zone. And I'm going to do a little diggly wiggly over here. There you go. And I'm going to make another big old room. Another big old honker of a room. Go, and that's going to be our textiles room. For now, I'm going to say workshop, farming, farmer. I'm going to stick a farmer's workshop there. And once it's built, we're going to make that for shearing, and we can move it around. But, yeah. What's the value of this guild hall now? Oh, a grand guild hall. Nice. Only 5 members of the fortress don't actually have membership. That's good. Oh, shit, we wanted to make more guild halls, didn't we? To that end, let me come down here and say... Where am I putting my next guild hall? I should probably dig out some more offices as well, shouldn't I? Okay, this floor's getting a new guild hall. There we go. Guild hall can be bigger than a regular room, not 5 by 5. Let's make it 10 by 10. Truly mad sizes. Priority 1, why not? Am I going to make this all one guild hall? Feels a little extravagant, doesn't it? We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Let's assign some of these bedrooms that by now must be furnished, right? Yeah. Yeah. Bedroom, multi... Done. Perfect. Right. Now, I'm not particularly fussed about who gets these at this point. That wasn't meant to happen. That's supposed to be much lower priority. Let's make it a 5. There we go. Boom. Actually, no. Hell no. Hell no, 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 no. That is an incorrect placement as well. There we go. Okay. Now, if we do this correctly, it will be like that. Gap, gap, space, 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 gap, gap, here. Lovely. And then we take the eraser. Just clear the gaps out. Ah, you bloody nonsense maker. Okay. There we go. Okay, we'll let those get dug out as they do. This is all tier 7. Yeah, it's all tier 7. Okay, so maybe that's not ideal, but fine, fair enough. Okay. That dining hall's looking a bit daft without anything in it, isn't it? Let's see if we can get some nice floor in the middle. How is that going to go nice? $90. What do we have? Got 90 of anything? Nope, not even andesite. Okay, that's fine though. That's fine. We'll get there. Get there. We can make this a temporary dining hall, I think. Let's put some furniture in. There we go. And then we'll also need some chairs as well. Beautiful. And then I'll need to define that as a dining hall. Table rejected, not enclosed. What? Does it need doors? Don't know why I've gone so nuts with these doors. Okay, where were we? Let's redo that. Dining hall. Done. Okay, whatever. For now, that'll do. They've got somewhere to eat. They can put the tables and chairs in. Whatever. We'll get there. We'll make a better one further along. Everything going along nicely. Okay, we've got booze. We've got food. Okay, no need to panic. Everything's ticking along. Have people taken these bedrooms yet? No. Should I start assigning based on sadness? Well, not even. We haven't got any neutrals left. We need to really work on the two who are saddest. So, with that in mind, let's have a little look inside their brains and see if there's anything we can do to give them a little bit of a cheer up. So, you two. So, locum. Locum, locum, locum. Alabaster? No. Sterling silver? No. Black diamond? No. Coyote leather? No. Grizzly bear parchment? No. Battle axes? We can do. The words of the trades of bridges, the sight of the Saturnine poetry, birds consume parsnip plants, purple amaranth beer, and hard wheat flour. He absolutely detests fire snakes. So we want to do battle axes, basically. Yeah, battle axes. So we want to do images of battle axes, or like a statue of a battle axe? Can we specify engravings? I've forgotten. Let's try doing it here. No, we cannot specify engravings. That's a shame. But let's see if this has any effect on them. A little bit of smoothing there. He can't have his best material. However, the other one might be able to. What about law? Sorry. Or. There we go. Personality preferences. You can specify engravings, but I forget how. I thought so, Dragon Garland. I thought so. Welcome, by the way. But how you do it in the new version, I say new, the Steam version, who knows? Hematite? Maybe. Platinum? No. Fortification agate, giant elephant seal leather, coral, oof, cotton, backpacks, cabinets. Oh, he likes cabinets. Okay, well, in that case, I see an easy win. Let's give him some more cabinets. There you go. Loads of cabinets. Let's get rid of that one. There's an engraving to be going in there. clicking on the tile after it's designated. You should be able to specify engravings upon placing it. I think you click on it out of building mode, but before the AI decides the image. Okay, so we're paused. We go here, click that, out of building mode, click. Oh, well done. Okay, so stray war dog gave birth to puppies. So we want images of battle axes, if not an actual battle axe. Tell you what, both of them can have a statue, a random statue. In fact, you know what? Every bedroom can have a random statue, just for purposes of excitement, I suppose. I'm not sure how much I would like a statue in my fortress, but okay. All right, so we're going to create an engraving right in the middle of this guy's room. Specify image. Specify a new image. Object. Battle axe. Name. The Bronze Friend. The Mechanical Hill. The walled geysers, the scraped rocks, the colour of labour, the bodice of organising, the tired rock, the combat of doors, the occult wheel, the influential metal, the faint tongs, the lush copper legend, the blockaded smoke, the author of bridging, the tin ship, the flash of lances, the monk of gorges, the portentous walls. You know what? The portentous... Oh. Try again. The towers of severity. Okay. Of clear towers of... Please let axes be in there. Axes. Done. Done. There we go. The Tower of Axes. We know what that is. An image of an axe. What was the other guy's favourite thing? What do you like? Backpacks and cabinets. Okay, let's engrave a picture of a backpack then. Specify a new image, not an artifact, object. BS, backpack, there we go. Name, the oily armory, the oily... The oily pack. Okay, so we've got a couple of images now that we specified that we can place down if we need to cheer those guys up. Thank you, Vinsanti, much appreciated. Where to next, though? Got a lot of stone to shift here. In the cheatiest of ways. There we go. That should result in them all charging up here and sorting out the different types of stone and ores and whatnot. Other such tomfoolery. Poor old Tom. Always the subject of foolery. Struck Railgar? Where am I even digging? Oh, yes, this new guild... What? New guild hall. Put that out there. I think we need to construct some floor right there. I will use standard andesite. Why have you not been moved? Because you're already in somebody's sights. That's fine. Can I get 100 of anything? No. Not even close. However, we should be able to smooth it out quite nicely. I'm going to do this high priority, actually. Except I'm going to cancel all that. Ah, shit. That's it. Okay, we'll let that develop. I am going to now make this a meeting area. And it's going to be a guild hall for skills we wish to see proliferated, which means I think we either want weaponsmith or armourer. Armourer is probably more useful, right? Although glassmaker would be nice if we can find sand, but I've got no guarantee of that. Okay. Gonna go with armourer hall. There we go. The silvers of coal. Citizens only. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Let's get that smoothed and then we can work on it as needed. Put more guild halls down on that floor as well, I think. Realistically, the guild halls should be closer to where they actually do that work, but I didn't think about that at the time, so you can just forget about it, okay? Okay? Good. Looks like we've done most of the sorting of the andesite. Oh no. Did I see a big stack of it? I did. There's andesite in there. Okay. Right, there's still a lot that needs sorting, but we're fine. We also have lots of digging and smoothing orders on the go as well. It's nice that we've got microcline. I do like that for food prep areas. I don't know why. I feel like blue is a hygienic colour, especially in Dwarf Fortress. Microcline is a very hygienic blue. Hygienic blue. Sounds like either the title of an anime, that like an obscure one that people rave about, or about a racehorse maybe. Hygienic blue coming up on the final bend. Very much like a toilet cleaner. Anyway, where were we? Looking for the next place to intervene, right? Now, none of these maneuvers to make those two dwarves happier seem to have really taken effect, which is annoying, but maybe we'll be able to find more of the things they like to cheer them up. We'll see. We'll see. The luxury fortress is, however, working on one level. Most of the dwarves are happy, even if it's not really ready to go so much. Another stray puppy's been slaughtered. And another one's gone, and another one's gone. Another pup bites the dust. Oh, please don't kill. Another pup bites the dust. Excuse me. Very brutal. It's taking a long time for them to dig out all this crap. Oh, and I know why. Because they can't actually get to it. Because I've closed this off. Okay, that makes sense. In that case, they will need an access tunnel to be dug, which is awkward. And it should ideally be dug from outside. That's another good point, yes. Oh, very clever scoundrel. Okay, so what I'm going to do is a fun little thing here. We're going to dig a tunnel here, here, here. I'm going to do stairs down. And then we're going to dig up to here. Over to here. Down to there. Meaning that anyone who actually gets to climb up out of the pit will find themselves out here. That's the dream. That is what I want to have happen. Okay. Things are looking okay. Oh, we could be collecting clay already, couldn't we? Mind you, we don't have a kiln to deal with it. And you know what I'm like when it comes to magma. I'm a stickler for magma. Okay, looking good here. Got a few more rooms ready to go. What's this? 10, isn't it? So we need 3 rows of these rooms in order for everybody we embarked with to have a bedroom. Gap, gap. Corridor, corridor, corridor. Gap, gap. There. That's the way. That's also the way. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. And then all we've got to do is... Oh, I should have done the corridor last. Never mind. Nip out these gaps. And then probably put them in at the correct priority. That's just the tunnel, though. Just the tunnel. That's fine. Here we go. Good stuff. Right, so dining hall now exists. They have mugs, they have drinks, they have prepared meals. Obviously, nothing bespoke yet. Oh, what's this? I've missed something in chat. I found out for the first time that webbing mega beasts are as nasty in adventure mode. You're webbed, nothing you can do. Oh, well, yeah, webbing, always a problem. Always an issue. Well, against you. I mean, if you've managed to get a webbing creature on your side, well done. Congratulations. Not a problem. Far from it. Okay, there's the guild hall. It needs some more doors. Lovely. And then maybe we should get the walls engraved. That seems very expensive considering... Have we got all the other engravings done yet? Yes. Can't click on it to see what it is yet. Oh, that one you can. What about this one? Oh, well, that's the designation, not the actual thing. How you doing, Law? Doesn't feel anything after sleeping in a fantastic bedroom. I do not see the bliss in this. Uneasy after lack of decent meals, away from family, unable to play to moral. Okay, we need a temple. And I'll dig it out. I'll dig out the temples opposite the dining hall. So you go there for spiritual nourishment. I'm going to make the temples about the size of bedrooms, I think. 5 by... Let's do them 6 by 6, just for variety's sake. Oh, shit. Okay. We can do them 6 by 6 on this side. There we go. Take that out. That makes them evenly sized, which is a bit awkward, but never mind. There we go, 6 by 6. Any tips for creating a new world? Go large and make a cup of tea while waiting. Right, well, I would say size-wise, depends how many times you want to use it and if you insist on there being a lot of stuff in the world, because the larger you make a world, the more issues that's going to have down the line for your frame rate. So an old world, an old big world is a slow world. But a smaller world can be faster. Obviously, you are going to eventually end up losing your frames, but it's a good way to think about it. Also, I find, like, if you're going in, if you want something in particular, look for the setting and tweak it. Because I like volcanoes, and I always embark on volcanoes. Every time I generate a world, I up the minimum volcanoes to like 200, 150, something like that. G4s now. Well, that's true. That's true. As long as, but it's not really, not that you're saying this, but it's more of a processor game than a graphics card game for sure. So as long as you've got a PC instance that has a decent CPU, you're all good, I reckon. You're all good. I am absolutely busting for the loo. So if you just give me 1 minute or two, I will be back. Let me just quickly check there's nothing urgent. I'll be back. I will crap. It's actually I need to do a whittle, so don't judge me. I will be back.
Clean the toilet, so don't mess it up.
Okay, I'll aim carefully. Let me just put some of these floors in. Have I got 50 andesite blocks? Oh, just. There we go. And we can also put one in there and one in there. Wonderful. Right, I'll be back momentarily. Pew, 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 pew. There we go. I am back with a delightfully slack bladder. Wonderful. What am I doing here? That? No, that's incorrect. It's this. There we go. I am no longer on break. And they've only put a few floor tiles in. Mind you, I am swamping them with a lot of different dig orders, so I'm really dividing the capability of the dwarves to actually respond. Ah, they're starting to take bedrooms. That's good. That's very good. We need to cheer this guy up by not appealing to his bedroom. That's a problem, because he's completely numb to bedroom improvements, which is awkward. You don't want bedroom numbness. That's never a good sign. Numb bedroom eyes, teardrops are falling from my bedroom eyes. A good age. Well, it depends what you want again. If you have a younger world, like say below 250, probably in the 100, maybe 150 region, you'll have big old mega beasts, possibly even dragons and stuff striding around. And older, you'll have more developed, more historied cities for creatures like elves and goblins and whatnot and stuff like that. So it's kind of like the style of world you want. Do you want big, long, diplomatic stories? Do you want like massive mega beasts striding around, that kind of stuff? So that, you know, I couldn't say that one was superior to the other for sure, but they're very different. Very different indeed. Older worlds also do suffer a little bit from frame rate issues, but not in the same way that big worlds do, I think. I think they're slightly less, slowing, so to speak. Personally, if I'm doing a long one, I just type in the current real world year, generate to that, and it will be super long. And if I'm doing a short one, I try to keep it under 250, probably around 150. This world is 250, I think, this one. And I think we're getting to the point at 250 where you're not really seeing much in the way of dragons and some of the more exotic large beasts. But hey-ho, can't have everything. Actually, I have absolutely never seen... I've never seen a dragon in Dwarf Fortress personally. Someone is probably in chat right now is going, yes, you have. You've seen a dragon on stream. I do not remember seeing a dragon in Dwarf Fortress. But you know what I have seen? And this is the ultimate in ultra rare. A werewolf. Actual, honest-to-goodness weird creature that turned into a wolf man. Come on. Who else has seen that? I've seen weird camels, weird giraffes, I've seen weird alligators, I've seen weird lizards, I've seen probably weird snakes. That sounds right. But I have never... I've been done seeing about everything when I see a werewolf guy. There we go. One of the... Remembered there's some racism issues around that song. Probably want to be careful. Next thing you know, I'll be singing fucking Zippity Doo-Dah. Got to be careful. Right, there we go. That's sorted for you. Okay. Right, more floors in? Not yet. We're going to let this sort of ride out for a bit. We've got other things that are more interesting. Guild halls, temples, etc. Ah, nice. They're digging out the snake pit, which is intended to be filled with venomous snakes. But unfortunately, I have yet to ever get a breeding pair of venomous snakes. One day, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there'll be a snake with venomous fang. The most horrendous thing that attacked me was a zombie rock. Oof. Through the roof of my half-built tavern, a dive bomb of doom and devastation. Yeah, I don't see much of a future for a settlement being attacked by a zombie rock. What I love about rocks is that you can set up a cage trap in your main hallway and that it will catch them, even though it's supposed to be like a fucking eagle with a 10-foot wingspan. It's like ridiculous. Oh, dear. Let's compress some of these stockpiles so they can accept more stuff. There we go. They're starting to dig out the textiles room. That's good. That's good. No. There we go. I'm not ready for military shit yet. Excuse me. I didn't embark in the middle of fucking nowhere to have armies turn up and bugger about with my shit. No, thank you. Get out of here, you. Your armies can piss off. That's right. Right. This is all getting dug out now. This is very nice. We'll actually be able to use it as a drop trap regardless of snakes. Maybe with some spikes at the bottom, we'll see. Ah, shit. I fucked up. I didn't smooth the walls first. What an absolute ninny. He's a nincompoop. He poops pure nincom. Okay, we're going to have to put floor tiles in now. Bugger. $42. It's temporary. We can make them out of logs. 69 walnut wood logs. 69? Oui. Do we make the walls out of blocks or do we just smooth it? I think I'm going to go with smoothing. Smoothing seems to be the way. Unpause though. We can't do the thing until we put the floors in. Hopefully I'll see the floors in there and remember why they're there. There's a good chance I'll forget and just delete it all again. Go, why have I put these in here? What a fucking idiot. Okay. Everything seems to be going okay for now. We've still got these two dwarves who aren't happy, but I think, at least for one of them, that's more about his intrinsic personality. He's, like, not a happy lad. He's a moody man. A sad fella. A grumpy chap. That's another way of putting it, I suppose. How much andesite have we got now? Oh, only 8 blocks. Interesting. Not enough to form a floor for a bedroom. Okay. That will leave it for now then. We've got 10 bedrooms. That should be enough to keep the majority of the dwarves happy, right? In theory, that can sort 20 dwarves out if it's just for couples. I don't think it will, but oh well. We've got 10 ecstatic dwarves. I suspect a good few of those are going to be the people who've got these bedrooms. Let's have a quick peek. What about this bedroom? Who's claimed it? It's Sibrek Itonothil, the miner. What? And how are you, Sibrek? He is probably happy. I don't see it here. Overview. Items, health, skills, room, labour, personality, thoughts, memories. Okay, well, we'll see what happens here. There seem to be some religious issues here that are affecting people. So once these temples are up, we'll be off. We'll be away. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make these high priority once they're exposed. There we go. There we go. That's how it works. Or at least that's how it should work. Good, 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 good. So, diggy, 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 everything's happening nicely. This is not a very good guild hall, to be fair, but I don't think it has any guild members. No workers. It's okay, it will get some. It will get some. Has the floor gone in everywhere? No, not everywhere. Nonetheless, priority 3 smoothing job. Actually, that was wrong of me. What I should have done is a whole wall at a time. The back wall for a start. There we go, get that one done. And priority 4, we'll do these walls because they're less important than the front ones. Same on this side. And then the least important is this bit here, which will get done eventually. Good. Going to be quite slow progress though, because they've got quite the journey to get to it. Right though, we can let them carry on while we look at other stuff. Speaking of which, is that? Oh, pyrolusite. Okay, I thought it was what's the name? Obsidian, which is a nice material to work with, I have to say. Okay, so where are we going next? I do want to start getting our furnaces going, but that's a lot of digging. Oh, have they denied the smoothing on this bit? Huh. Okay, regardless, they're doing it now. We'll have to spot if there are any bits left over, because obviously people can climb non-smooth walls much easier than they can climb smoothed walls. Or at least I am led to believe that. Okay, so this room here, let's immediately begin. Put in an andesite block, and then I can make it a meeting area. And it can be a temple for no specific deity, but we should first check to see who we've got. So we've got Moldath, the banners of dignity, I think that is. God of happiness and revelry, nice. Athnir, reigned control of duty and order. Maoral Brasmil, Brass Smile, okay. 7 worshippers, painting, inspiration and poetry, nice. Tobal, no worshippers, valor and war. Kirar, healing, 3 worshippers. Asmel, the North Trade, no worshippers, god of travellers. Sizir, no worshippers, god of death, suicide, lust and depravity. Holy shit! There's got to be always one, hasn't there? There can't just be a nice pantheon with the normal gods. There's got to be one who's like, yeah, I like sex and death. I'm going to kill you with my willy. It's got to be a real monster. Jewels, wealth, trade, plants and animals. No worshippers. Interesting. 8 worshippers to the god of fortresses. Ustuth. Oh, Lanlar Pactbeard was the previous one. Ava's diamond cobalt, the ochre something or other. 3 worshippers, earth and mountains. Okay, so we've got various schisms as well. We'll just have to see how they go. Oh, Thun, 4 worshippers, another god. Interesting. Mountains, earth and rulership. Eno, god of fish. Lebes, the mighty star, god of storms. Okay, so we've got quite a rich religious background here in this world. That is pretty impressive. Let's click here. Sorry, I did that wrong. Boom. The earthen shaft and the... What? No, stop. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, let's try again. Meeting area. There we go. Accept. Call it an area. Not one of these. New temple. No specific deity. Cool. Oh. Okay, we need to make some altars now. Rock altars. I'd make them one at a time and keep 10 in stock as ever. There we go. And then all I need to do is put a floor in one spot. There you go. And we can put an altar on top of that. We also need a door. There we go. And at least people will have somewhere to do a bit of religious nonsense. It'll be good for them, they think. Okay, so this smoothing is happening, but the bottom part of it doesn't seem to be taking place. Let's get that going again. Smooth. Should be fine. Should be fine. Where are we going now? It's an artifact just sitting there. No one concerned whatsoever. Yeah, whatever. Go for it. Do I need the kitchen up here? I don't think I do. We've got another one downstairs, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm also going to come into here. Cancel the prepare easy meal. And now we're going to just do lavish meals. No, just the one. Just the one. Less than 300 paired meals. There we go. And I'm just going to take it as read that we're always going to have the ingredients, which probably is madness. What's this ballista arrow? Excuse me. Fuck off. Okay, good. Back out again. There appears to be a stray ram wandering around in the halls. That's not correct. Let's get them in this pasture. Oh no, they're all assigned here. Interesting. Maybe it's being travelled through to a shearing by someone. I don't know. Nighty night, Shakmal. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. And Toodlepip. Folders for manager tasks. Oh, or just an ability to search the list. A filter. But you're right. Folders, anything like that. Just some organizational tools. Okay. I do want to put more floor in up here, but I feel it's not really going to work. I could put some wooden floor in, I suppose. We got a lot of willow. Let's try a little bit of willow floor. How much? Can I do this bit of corridor here? Yeah. No problem. Maybe I should have turned the willow into blocks. That might have made more sense. Still, it's nice to have a thing like this. And we can also dig out these walls to replace them with willow walls. Okay, there we go. Oh, camera. Keep digging. Come on, get these walls done. I've done too varied work here, and now we're in this weird situation where I'm waiting for a ton of different things to get done in different, disparate places. What a fool. This smoothing does all seem to be done, though. Let's get to the bottom and do one final pass. Any more been assigned? No, all done. Meaning that I now don't need to worry about these floors and can deconstruct them all. There we go. And then once the walls have all been smoothed, actually that's not true, that one needs smoothing. Although I can stand here and smooth that wall, right? Oh, cancel. Cancel the order. Belay that order. Oh, but that'll... Oh no, I've done it now. I've just cancelled a load of shit elsewhere. Just cancel it all. Boom. And then we come up. Say, I want smoothing done. All the way up there. Shit, I didn't actually cancel that. I cancelled that. No. Okay. So these floors have been smoothed. So these ones can be removed. So smooth, 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 smooth. I don't know if that's smoothed. Let's find out. That's smooth. This is not. Oh, okay, you can see the smooth order. Okay. But no one's picked up the order. Why is this? What's going on? Oh, it needed picking up by unpausing. That's fine. That's fine. Let's let them all get on with this. We'll come back down, figure it out. This does not need smoothing. Do not waste your time smoothing floors that are going to get dug out. Thank you very much. There we go. Okay, the snake pit is being developed. Let's get these boulders out of the way and put in some walls. I'm going to make them out of willow as well, just because that's what we've got. All the way down to there. More willow logs. More willow logs. Nice. It's going to prompt the cutting down of a few more trees, but I think we've got plenty to be chopping. No need to worry at all. In fact, we may need to start like an actual management system where we're chopping them down just to get them out of the way. Maybe we'll need to start a charcoal industry, even though we've got a great big volcano there. I'm not going to put any more jobs in place for a little while until the smoothing's been finished and some more digging. What tier is this? Tier 7. Okay, that's fine. That can stay. This is all tier 7, right? Yep, that's why it stopped. I know the animals have all decided to gather down here in the temple for some reason. Oh, have we got the furniture? The altar? No, but the order's there. They will install it at point. Is it malachite those workshops and bridges are built with? Some of them, yes. So these bridges are malachite, and these two workshops are, yes. These are andesite, I presume, the local stone. I brought the malachite and the the chromite with me, with the intention of using them for the whole entry hall. But I got to mix it up in the end a bit with some of these black cap logs that I brought as well. I thought that worked out. Not a perfect design by any stretch, but it doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. I do like the malachite and the chromite. Honestly, though, my favourite block is fire clay bricks, claystone bricks. Ooh, that is a lovely green. Absolutely gorgeous. Definitely like making a corridor lined with those. Although we have to find some here first. We've got normal clay, so maybe we'll be able to make nice clay walls and floors. We'll see. We will see. Okay. I said no more orders going in and immediately made a load of fucking walls. Come on. Be patient. Gotta wait until everything's done. These are almost done. Look, this is very exciting. Yes, very nice. I think everything is smoothed near... Yeah, that's good. Okay, in that case, let's start deconstructing. Right, that doesn't need to be here. This doesn't need to be here. This does not need to be here. This doesn't. This doesn't. In fact, none of it does. It can all come out. That's exciting. Very good fun. And then when we come back, we'll do another round of channeling, and eventually we'll bring the whole pit back bit by bit once the walls are smooth. Because I know the pain of digging out a big pit and then realizing you forgot to smooth the walls. Oh, so annoying. Things just climbing straight out and going, no, I don't care about your pit. It's fine. I can climb. No problem. Okay. We're doing good. Still got pretty good, I say pretty good, we've got good happiness levels. I'm concerned about the two who aren't happy, but I think that might be just a personality issue. They're not gonna get happy, the end. Maybe I should bring my wood stockpile in. Then again, making sure a lot of people constantly get exposed to the exterior of the fortress is hardening them to those kind of things later on. We don't want everyone getting cave adapted and then immediately vomiting as soon as they go to the surface. That's a problem. That's a super issue. Where are we going to put a mist generator? Because, I mean, we're already at 30 frames a second, and I want to be careful about going nuts with it. We want it to be like something that everybody walks through. So the entryway is one sensible place to put it. But I think instead, I might try putting one... So, we can't do it in the dining hall because there's no space above it. I feel like I want to put it in a corridor somewhere that everybody paths through, but there's not really many of them. I mean, I suppose I could... Yeah, I suppose I could build it here. I don't really have anything above it or below it, so there's definitely the space. I'll tell you what, let's start carving it out now. We're going to want... drainage for it to go down. So it's going to be a channel. Let's do this at low priority so it doesn't distract from other tasks at hand. So we want a channel here. That's where the main... Oh, hang on a minute. Sort of between here and here, I think we want it. So like that there is the main hole where the water's going to be going down and falling from above. So above, I want that dug out. That's where the water's coming from. And then all of this here, that doesn't need doing. That doesn't need doing. Call it these two. Oh, don't do that. Okay, so that's the center bit. That's where I'm digging out that way for the access tunnel. Do I want to put the tank up here? Because there is a pond. No, don't use the natural pond. That's unnecessary. Having it only one floor above is quite quick drop. You might need to build some sort of infrastructure on top. Let's come back to this. Take away that. We'll leave this tunnel dug here because that tells us roughly where we want it. It's all good. Okay, looking good. Oh man, I've done all these at tier 7 and they want to be at tier 1. Okay, let's try again. There we go. That shouldn't take too long because now the smoothing's done, we can just take these floors out as we wish. I suppose I could do these long... No, regardless, I've got to do the central strip at least one at a time. Don't worry. Let's not do it all in one go. That's... Be patient and everything will work out. And then hopefully traders will turn up with venomous snakes. Won't that be exciting? Then we can breed them and have a lovely venomous snake pit for people to fall into. Or even once we've got venomous snakes, I mean, the options are so varied. We could also drop the snakes on top of people. Wouldn't that be exciting? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see some of you hadn't considered that wonderful possibility. It's raining snakes. And the site blocks there, good. I'm thinking I should make this a new... Oh. Yum, yum. Excuse me. A new temple here, but I'm not sure which temple to do. Actually, we'll just go with our most populous group. Our most popular religion. Which means it's going to be a temple to 217 3 8. Okay, I don't think we're going to top 8, but we'll keep scrolling. 8. Okay, so that's the god of fortresses. Yes, Ustuth. God of fortresses. Cool. And then once that floor's been put in, we can stick down another altar. Still not made any altars. That's a bit of a problem. Okay. Quite a few plants. We're all good. Don't watch it. You won't feel the progress if you watch. Oh, it's annoying. We've got some of those like weird imaginary digs. Oh no, that actually is a thing. Yeah, channel that out. There you go. Nice. It's done all the way. Cool. Let's channel down the next lot. Hang on. No, it's good. That's that done. Walk away, don't watch them do it. Okay. More edible food. It'd be nice to spread this out a bit more. Maybe I should move the drinks up here and expand the cooked prepared meals out. Chopped sheep liver biscuits. Oh, yum. Chicory biscuits. Sheep tripe biscuits. Prepared sheep brain biscuits. Wow. Wasn't that prepared, was it? Got caught. Or maybe it just made itself one and ready for death. Who knows? Farming. What have we got going on here? Do I want a fishery? We're not really doing much fishing at the moment. It's an option. Obviously not during the winter, but generally it's an option. Still, butcher, tanner, fishery, kitchen. Is it worth bringing the butchers down here? It might be, but that is going to end up making a lot of stink. Plus, maybe we want the butchers just somewhere else, because we do have to take stuff elsewhere as well. We've got to take it to the textiles area. Take me to the textile zone. Okay. Textiles. That's a good place to go. Let's put in some temporary workshops. We're going to want a farmer's workshop for a start, because that's where you actually get thread. So, boom, farmer's workshop. Next workshop will be the loom. And then the next workshop will be the clothier's workshop. Clothier. There we go. And then we're also going to want a leather worker's workshop, I suppose. And we're also going to want a dyer. There. Cool. Let's let those get built. Oh, that one first. What we got there? That is the clothier's shop. Okay. Wasn't aware we had any effective clothiers here, but apparently so. A smelly butcher is not the butcher's fault. No, well, it's when you haven't got the correct ventilation available. That's when the butchers get smelly. Smelly butchers. Okay, everything's ticking along nicely. Have we got another set of digging orders ready to be issued? We have. I would like you to dig here. Remove all that shit. There we go. Lovely. Should I go and put in like lower priority? No, just stop watching it. Don't try and do anything fancy. Just let it go. Let it go. What is going on here? Why are you not doing this? Excuse me. Resume construction. This one. The willow logs are being picked up. Let's resume construction again, see if that works. Fingers crossed. It doesn't look like anyone's actually coming to do that. They're all going to channel out those things. Enough space in piles, enough labour to haul. I suppose that's true. Just get it out there and haul it into a stockpile where it can moulder. That's fine. Yeah. But we don't. That's not how it's going here. I've not set the labour charts to that fine detail yet. Uh-oh. Why is one person merely neutral? Please don't join the sad gang. Nobody wants to be in the sad gang.
You do that very well.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Do we have enough andesite for more bedroom floors, perhaps? That could cheer up old grumpy shops here. Or maybe not. Maybe it won't. We have got one person who has announced that a bedroom just simply isn't enough to cheer them up. I'm too depressed for sheets. Right, okay. So we got our loom going. That's good. Oh, this guy's lover is English trench salve. That's not a name that I would like. Not that I believe in nominative determinism, but geez. Wow. What were your ancestors doing for a living? Have you been applying the balm? No, you have to apply it. Oh. Sorry. Just know there is actually something wrong with me, so come on. Give me some slack. There's nothing wrong with it. I've got no excuse. Keep digging this out. Keep going. It's a shame that this causes sort of like a wave of dwarfs going backwards and forwards rather than just, you know, one dwarf going through and doing it all. I've got too many miners at this point. Or have I? Do I need more miners? Is that the issue? Because we did bring 30 picks. It is now possible for everybody to mine. Oh, maybe a euphemism. Possibly raising eyebrows to the top of the head. Like Penfold. Remember his eyebrows? They just shot off the top every time. Easily surprised, that guy. Right, we haven't actually... I've got the workshops in place. That's good. But that doesn't mean we're actually going to start making any clothing yet. Probably going to become an issue for happiness relatively soon. But maybe it makes more sense to start pulling out the stockpiles that we want so we can see what we've got. So in here, we're going to have this stockpile for cloth. Cloth, there we go. And we're just going to have all the silk, all the plant cloth, all the yarn cloth. And next to it, we'll have a thread one, like there. Read. No, delete one of those D's, please. I don't want double D threads. What's that all about? Silk thread. Oh God, my brain. What? Yarn plant. And there we go. Lots of threads. No metal threads though. We don't want adamantine threads in here. That would be a waste. What an absolute waste. Nearly done with the diggly wigglins. I know what I'm going to do. Go to the bottom here and say tier 2 priority. Everybody dig out these. No? Oh, that was dig, not channel. Okay. I'm going to try and avoid any injuries. Normally, I would be really super careful and do this one at a time. But I'm hoping that I can say, do that at urgency 2. This at urgency 3. Not channeling again. Come on, channel. If I do pay a little bit of attention, maybe it will do a bit better. There's 3. Here's 4. There we go. And the final lot will leave because I'm worried we're going to end up with serious digging issues here. Mind you, they seem to be doing all the 2s diligently before the 3s, so that's good. Walk away. Walk away. There's only one more row to do after this, so we're all good. I don't know why I'm getting so het up about the snake pit this early on. Normally, I'm like, oh, whatever, just leave it there, and the snakes never turn up, so it doesn't become an issue. But that does also often cause the fact where you end up with like this going through a load of bedrooms, which is a problem. You don't want people to be able to hear the faint sound of people being bitten by venomous snakes through their bedroom walls. It's not good for sleep. Unless that's what they like, in which case, I'm sure we can engineer it. Can I do 50 andesite blocks? No, I can do 25 though, so that's a single bedroom. Good. Get that one in. Got all the cloth coming in here, all the thread coming in here. Where is it going from? That's the thing. We also need wool, don't we? Actually, that's a very good point. What I'm going to do, make a stockpile here. That is going to contain stuff. We're going to do shells, teeth, horns, hair and wool, bones, and skulls. All the craftable bits of animals. But what else am I putting in there? Do I also want leather in there? Yeah, sure. Oh, fuck. That's not what I wanted to do. Bugger. Okay, it's going to hold leather. No, it's not, actually. I'm going to turn that off as well. We're not going to have leather. I'm going to go back to the previous rubric. Where's the refuse? All the refuse we want to keep. All. Oh my goodness, I've got 1 minute until the school run. This is suboptimal. Let's let them bring all that up. That can be used and incorporated into this, and especially the wool, because that can be actually loomed. Very good, very good. Okay, so it is definitely time for me to save and return to the title menu while I embiggen the camera and see if there's anyone to raid. Who've we got? Who've we got? I don't know if Vinsanti's still here with their viewers. Maybe they'll be doing a compound raid. Oh my god, like a snowball. Twitch TV, here we go. Come on, Twitch. Load up. Show me the streams. Who am I following? Anybody playing Dwarf Fortress? Not today. We did raid Vintage Story yesterday, didn't we? Who else have we got? Anyone in my follow list? Let's try seeing if anyone's actually playing Dwarf Fortress. Because they might be. You don't know. Someone else might be playing Dwarf Fortress. It's not always a lonely category. Sometimes there are like 3 or 4 people streaming. Here's Dwarf Fortress. There's 87 viewers. You can't all be watching me. No. So let's raid. Shall we raid Hyena 5 with 1 viewer, tags English Gaming Dwarf Fortress, or do we raid Son of Hanu with 51 viewers under the tags Chronically Depressed and Chatty? Let's.
Hey, man, you got to go.
I've got to go. Fuck, we'll raid the one with the bigger viewers, and you guys can just make what you do of it. Here we go. Hello, Son of Hanu. Where is my raid command? / raid space paste, and in we go. Say hi for me. I have to do the school run, so I can't hang around. and I will see you all next time. Bye!